Hoosiers need the spark that a sixth-year senior can bring, and we'll see if Xavier Johnson can bring that at home here tonight. They've been very good at home this year, have the Hoosiers. 10-2 record on their home floor. But can they get that win that they need tonight? Inside, Renew with the catch and finish.
That's a great start when you talk about Indiana. Just a nice little slice cut over the top to the post entry to the finish.
If you like paint points, this is probably your game tonight. You're going to see a lot of paint scoring from these two teams as Peyton Sandford picking up where he left off in Ann Arbor. He had 26 in that game, drilling 6 3-pointers, and he hits his first tonight.
It's a great start for Iowa. We know Indiana doesn't defend the three-point line great. There's going to be opportunities for Iowa to make a lot of threes.
Kenzie Mbako with the answer. That's big for Indiana. They did not hit a 3 in the loss at Illinois.
That's more than big, Kevin. That's huge because it creates space for Indiana's bigs if they're able to make any threes.
Josh Dix finds a path to the basket, got blocked by Renew. Dix back to work against Malik Renew. Under 10 to shoot. Dix tries to split, gets inside and finishes through contact.
And he's been really good over his last 6 games. He's come in and given his Iowa team a lot of energy.
11 points in those 6 games, shooting well from 3 too. 11 of 18 in that span. Mbako trying again and hitting again. Mackenzie Mbako, back-to-back triples for the freshman. To shoot. Back out it goes to Peyton Sandford. 5 now for Ben Krikke. Can't get that one to go. Rebound out of bounds to Indiana. Hoosiers average just 15 three-point attempts per game as Johnson drives in, gets the bucket and the foul. And he converts on that three-point play. What a start for Indiana on offense. Couple of threes from Mbako, an and one for Xavier Johnson, and an 11-5 early lead. And Krikke trying to get it going. Renew may have injured himself in defending him, and Renew still down on the floor, grabbing his right ankle. Certainly nothing malicious from Ben Krikke in that situation.
You see right now, Iowa going with the zone.
There's Ware, double comes, work around to the open man. This is Trent Galloway, bumped by Peyton Sandford, his first, team second. Anthony Walker in with the injury to Renew. Inbound to Johnson for the open 3, a little bit strong, and the rebound secured by Sandford. He's been really good on the boards this year. Perkins probing on the baseline. The Indianapolis native with his first 2 back in his home state.
A much-needed bucket there, and that's a turnover. It's a double dribble.
They've scored 84 points or more in 13 games. And on the road, they've been really good offensively. 77-plus points per game away from Iowa City.
Well, I think it goes to the kind of Tony's experience and how to play.
The freshman Owen Freeman, again, Big Ten freshman of the week, his 7th. Sandford for 3. A little strong. Krikke could box out of Walker, trying to go up with it and lost it out of bounds.
You look at that, and now you lose Renew possibly for a while here. How do they respond?
And they've struggled to keep teams from offensive rebounding this year, Brian, which is surprising with that height. Perkins trapped and pushed out. Galloway with a takeaway. Bounce ahead to Xavier Johnson for the finger roll. And then Johnson screening as Galloway grabs it and calls timeout. He said, look, the bugaboo's the three-point shooting and the free throw shooting. So far, so good, at least from the three-point shooting standpoint. Back it goes inside. The skip out to Mbako. The 3 bounces around. And the follow jam from Kel'el Ware.
And Coach Woodson even said, having him in the Illinois game, we don't know what it would have been.
It would have been Matt for sure. Ware providing the defense, the putback on offense, and making his presence felt early at home.
And that's why I think his biggest impact in tonight's game is going to be on that defensive end.
Dix, 2 to shoot, has to shoot a tough fadeaway, and the air ball corralled by Ware. Indiana in control early. Galloway. Back out it goes. The entry.
Do things like that, but it's a beautiful thing when it happens.
You're closer than I am to that.
Yeah,
I mean, you've at least seen the rim.
The problem is I can't jump.
And Baco forcing that one up in the corner. Contested 3. DJ Carstensen, our referee, came over and called you Mr. Verticality. So he's giving you a lot of credit for your hops.
Sit nobody. Sit nobody. When you look at that 3 by Dix there, right? If you're Indiana, you can't lose him. Like, that's one of the areas you show up that you have to find shooters in transition.
Ended a drought of over 2 minutes for the Hawkeyes. The entry to Ware, and Ware muscles that one through contact and gives Indiana the 7-point lead. See where the Hawkeyes go here. Perkins, not a bad place to start. 22+ points per game over his last 3. Got about 25 friends and family in the building tonight, back home in his home state. Freeman, nice spin, baseline, gets the finish. What a talented freshman. Just give him the Big Ten Freshman of the Year award right now.
Yes, yes, that's done. But I love the young, big, with the great footwork. The spin move, the finish. Most freshmen can't put it all together like he has.
And he's gotten better as the year's gone on.
It's fun to watch.
Johnson blocked off by Cricky, 8 on the shot clock. The skip to Mbako. He'll drive baseline. Freeman there for the block, and he'll start it the other way. Perkins, eyes up, quickly up the floor. Dix for 3, little strong rebound. Mbako. Now Indiana on the run, in transition. Galloway to the rim for 2. And back and forth we go again. Cricky on a break, and a blocking foul is called on Anthony Walker.
Transition, you got to make sure you get back. You give up that long, fast break to Galloway.
And Sanford, a quick 3. When you head to the fridge for your snack or beverage in this game, do it during one of the timeouts, because if you leave during game action, you're going to miss a lot. It is a pace early, frenetic in Bloomington.
And I was still in the zone. If you're in the end, you've got to get multiple sides.
Galloway, his 3 won't go. Rebound tipped over the backboard. It'll belong to the Hawkeyes in a 4-point game. Came back last game for Iowa. He injured his ankle a week ago, and when it happened, Graham McCaffrey was concerned that it was going to be a long-term injury. And he came back in very short order. Young man has gotten better and better as the season's gone along. Nowhere to go for Perkins. Leo wrestles it away. Johnson will start it up. The skip to Galloway for an open 3. And the rebound tipped up by Walker into the hands of Patrick McCaffrey.
I don't love that shot. That's what Iowa wants you to do, is take that shot.
There's Sanford. 6 quick points in this first half. Poked out to Dembele. He can shoot the 3. It's been a bit of a struggle at times this year. That one halfway down, and it pops back up. 5 of 19 for Dembele. Slipped that one between about 3 Hawkeyes. Just couldn't thread that eye of the needle.
And it starts with the angle.
Perkins will lean in for 3. Off the heel, Walker with the box out, trying to keep the rebound alive. It'll belong to Indiana, and a timeout. 2 for 4 from 3 early on. Gabe Cups on the floor to run the point right now. 15 on the shot clock. Indiana with a 4-point advantage. Galloway the skip to Leal. Entry to Walker. He finds Ware, and Ware knew what to do. That was as crisp passing as you've seen tonight from either team. Asante Bowen around the Freeman screen, weaving it to the freshman inside. Freeman not into trouble. Shot clock at 10 to Dembele. And Dembele left it short.
But that's what Ware can bring to this team on the defensive end.
Galloway. Here's Ware, alone for three, and banks it home. Dembele, the three won't go. Indiana fans still remember when you banked the shot in here. They're all pointing at you courtside. Galloway can't get it to go, tipped out to Dembele. They're happier tonight about it than they were that night.
They are happier, absolutely. But I do love a good bank shot. Gotta get lucky every once in a while.
Baseline, Dix has to back it out. 8 to shoot, working against Walker. Dix, step back three for the Hawkeyes, strong. Hawkeyes haven't scored in almost 4 minutes, Brian.
No, and they've gone back to man-to-man. Indiana with a very good job against that zone.
Under 10 on the shot clock. Leal left alone for three, and he hits! Under 10 again for the Hawkeyes. Bowen with 5 to shoot. Has to go to work. Bowen fades away. Offensive rebound. Freeman rejected by Walker, and Ware takes it away. 8-0 run for the Hoosiers. Back it goes to Galloway, and they'll reset. Cups against Dembele. Ten to shoot for Galloway. The bounce to Ware. Working against the freshman. Double comes from Dix. Leal, the open man, looking for his second three. I just elected to go with him, and I thought he played well.
And when you play the game the right way, the game rewards you. And that's exactly, I thought against Illinois, he cut to the basket hard. He put pressure at the rim. He didn't force anything. And now you look at tonight what he's done. Like, you got to feel happy for him.
Well, Mike Woodson praises his leadership. He's like he said, he's what a senior is supposed to be. Cricky blocked inside and taken away. Leal ends up with it.
We talked about it to start the show and the game, where what he can do defensively, that was going to be a part. Iowa scores 40 points in the paint. They have 4 right now.
Everything going the Hoosiers' way. They outscored Iowa 14-4 in the paint. And they've gone 5 of 10 from 3, 5 of 11 now, as Walker can't connect on that one, but it'll stay with Indiana. Here's Cups off the inbound. The entry to Ware. Ware, the baseline jumper, and a foul on Owen Freeman, his first.
Indiana's still doing that.
Here's they lost earlier in the year at Welsh Ryan Arena to Northwestern. Boo Buie and company making the trip to Mackey tomorrow night.
Should be a really good
atmosphere. Will be good. Sanford, contested three. Ware there to clean things up. Ware's been really good tonight.
More than really good, and it's what this team has needed.
Missed the last 2 games of that ankle injury. He looks like he is moving around just fine so far in this one. 10 points, 4 rebounds in the first half. Here's C.J. Gunn. Leal and Freeman. Good anticipation by the freshman.
Yeah, and Leal's just got to take one dribble over and create a better angle.
Hawkeyes need some points. They've not scored in 7 minutes.
Right, when you watch Iowa basketball, right, like it's been individual, and Indiana's created one-on-one opportunities where Iowa's had to try to make, one-on-one plays.
Peyton Sparks into the ball game now for Indiana. That's the impact that the Malik Renew injury has. Kel'el Ware sits down, so now you go a little deeper in the bench and bring in the Ball State transfer.
And can Iowa take advantage of that?
Ten to shoot. Xavier Johnson back to work. Little crossover, got Cricky on skates. That one a little short though, and Perkins the rebound.
Good wall built there by Indiana in transition.
And Walker with good hands to tip it away from Cricky in the post. Here's Perkins, quiet so far, just 2 points. 1 for 3 shooting for Perkins in the first half. Iowa down 14. Entry to Cricky. He'll go to work against Walker and got the roll.
Good pass by Harding, just a little bit of a pass fake and then wrap around below to create the angle. And that's what Iowa needs to do. Get the ball in the post, see something go in.
First field goal in almost 8 minutes, and that broke an 0 for 5 start. Still comfortably up 31-19. Walker, pocket picked. Perkins battling for it. Walker battling for it. Ball loose, and it's scooped up by Brock Harding. And the freshman point guard will bring it up the floor. McCaffrey. Hey. Contact, no call. Rebound plucked by Gunn.
Great job by Tony Perkins to push that post-entry catch out. They've got the mismatch.
Johnson will leave it for Walker. Walker against McCaffrey. That's a tough shot, but Walker made it look easy.
And that's what it was. It was just good individual offensive performance there.
Offense better than defense on that moment. Good shot by Walker, 33-19. Hawkeyes desperate for some points, for some buckets. They've made 1 of their last 12 from the floor.
This is a team that averages 85 a game.
Harding rejected. Peyton Sparks from Ball State. Was all MAC a couple of different years. McCaffrey's 3 off the inbound won't go. There's Sparks with a good rebound.
Well, it had the start against Wisconsin. It didn't necessarily go the way they wanted it to go.
Here's Johnson. Ball knocked free and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hoosiers. They've got 19 on the shot clock and a timeout on the floor.
But I think defensively, he's altered shots and he's forced Iowa not to get to the paint. It's something they want to do.
Under 10 to shoot for Indiana. Back it goes to Gunn for 3. An air ball by C.J. Gunn, saved by Brock Harding. Can the Hawkeyes convert on this end? 1 of their last 14.
I was thinking the same thing. It's a big 3 minutes here to see if they can get some offensive chemistry.
Sanford Cricky would be a good place to start. Cricky just 1 for 6 from the floor. Now 1 for 7. And Gunn will start it up. But Harding right there to break up the pass. Nearly took that one away. The freshman point guard. And Baco back on the floor now for Indiana. Ware. Johnson off the pass fake, takes inside. Walker somehow got that rebound, and the 2-hand flush for Anthony Walker. Sanford fouled.
As far as 38 points in the paint, they've dominated it. Gives them 12 of those 38. Malik, and we're going to say this, and I don't think we've said it a lot this year with Indiana, but it's the 3-point line that's the difference. They've made 5 of them. On the year per game, they only make 5. We got 5 the first half.
Hoosier fans are sitting there thinking, why weren't there 5 that went down at Illinois, end up with a win on the road in that game?
Absolutely.
And Baco got him started with 2 quick 3s in this game. Ware had the banked 3. Here's Mbako to work again. Off the shot fake, steps in for a deep 2 and splashes it home. 8 points for Mbako.
I've really liked his growth over the year. We know defensively struggled at time. Most freshmen do. He's learning that side, but offensively, he's coming along fantastic. I think it's been fun to watch his growth.
Coming off his first double-double. 12 points, 12 rebounds at Illinois. So much expectation for him coming into this season as Cricky's shot goes over the backboard.
And with Mbako, I know people don't want to talk about growth. They want it instantly. That's just the generation we live in. You want it now, but that's not the way basketball works sometimes. You've got to embrace some of that growth.
Mbako will enter to Ware. Tough catch. Able to spin it off the glass and in.
He kept the ball high. He's done a great job of that.
12 points. Sanford, the bounce to his brother. Now back goes to Cricky. Peyton Sanford hits the three. He's been the bright spot again for the Hawkeyes. 14 of the 25 points.
For Indiana, you got to get him off that three-point line. It's something that's been said a lot with this team.
And a takeaway. Price Sanford. Iowa down 14. Perkins end-to-end through contact. Count the bucket.
And maybe this gets him going. Look at what he's done the last 3 games, averaging 22 points. Maybe that's the bucket that gets him going. It gets his Iowa offense going.
Yeah, they need him for sure. Still down 11 in the final 50 seconds of this one. A little extended pressure applied by the Hawkeyes. Indiana's largest lead was 17. It's 11 right now. 14 to shoot for Johnson. Wraparound pass to Galloway, and he stepped on the sideline. There's a 6-second difference between game and shot clock. So technically, Indiana's got a chance to have the final shot.
If they can clean up the offensive rebound.
Which has been a problem all year long.
Yes.
Including tonight, they've been out-rebounded on the offensive glass 6-3. Now they do have fouls to give, and Price Sanford will inbound to Perkins. Now Hawkeyes can hold for the final shot. Indiana still has another foul to give if they want to use it.
And now you do, but...
Yeah, Iowa now with 10 seconds to go can hold for the final shot. No more fouls to give for the Hoosiers. Perkins, under 5 seconds. Perkins, here's Sanford, Galloway all over him. Sanford got a look. The three bounces off. Halftime arrives.
They average 5 makes per game. Again, I know Indiana fans said it could have made 1 against Illinois as they went 0-9 the game before, but they've answered that question so far.
Meanwhile, for Iowa, they started hot, as we mentioned, 6 of 11 from the floor. Then they went 1 for their next 16 in the midst of Indiana opening up, at one point, a 17-point advantage in that first half. And a takeaway comes right back to Iowa. Perkins with the fadeaway, and in the scramble, he's got 7.
Well, and you talk about it, but only 5 assists for that Iowa team. That's a team that averages 19. Like, that ball moves, and it just didn't do that in the first half.
One of the best assist teams, not only in the Big Ten, in all of college basketball.
Well, their assist to turnover ratio, it leads the nation. 1.87 a game.
Skip to Galloway. Indiana's first offensive possession of this second half ends up in the hands of Ware, who will end up at the free throw line after. But Ware.
He missed 1 free throw. Now it's 10, but what can Iowa get on that offensive end? Because if they start clicking, they're a tough team to stop.
Well, again, this is the best offensive team from a points per game standpoint in the Big Ten Conference, and has been for the better portion of the last decade. Perkins a little strong on that jumper, and Indiana enjoying the 10-point lead with the ball.
And I like that shot by Perkins, because what we've seen in the first half is Iowa was taking the shots with less than 10 seconds on the shot clock. Finally, that kind of got into what Iowa wants to do.
Ware, Freeman able to rake it out of his hands. It'll stay with Indiana. 9 to shoot for the Hoosiers. Here's Ware. Now to Mbako. Sanford trying to stay on him, picked up by Freeman on a switch, and Freeman rejects it. Mbako's going to have to hurry, gets to the rim, everything but the bucket, and it'll go out of bounds. And then Mbako throws it off the back of Freeman and takes it up for 2.
That'll work too. You gotta have your head on a swivel.
Here's Sanford, tough fadeaway, foul. You may be able to tell from an outstanding free throw shooter at 89%, hits both.
What that does is it sets up the press.
Johnson underhands it to Walker. Oh, Perkins! That is outstanding. Here's Galloway. The skip to Mbako, the open man on the wing. Mbako weaving inside against Sanford, and a foul is called.
Why you've seen that growth in Big Ten play. You look at 3 points a game, more than non-conference.
Talked about Sanford being good at the line. Mbako 1 for 2 on that trip. That's a rare miss for the second best free throw shooting freshman in all of college basketball. Garrett Johnson of George Washington's the only freshman better at the line this year. Perkins swatted by Walker. A bit of a Matumbo finger there at the end from Anthony Walker. McCaffrey, under 10 to shoot, contested by Walker. Good clean defense by Walker, and Mbako the rebound. Indiana by 11. Nearly 3 minutes gone into this second half. And a stalemate from the 11-point halftime score. A foul on Freeman on the entry to Ware, and that'll be number 3.
You see a little bit of a frustration foul there by Freeman.
He sits down. Dembele on the floor. Here's Johnson driving inside against Dembele, and a foul is called. He took it right into the paint.
Great example of kind of that burst of speed that we're starting to see a little bit more of. It took a while to get over that. But then once you get over it, and you feel comfortable in it, all of a sudden you're kind of back to yourself.
Because the burst is there tonight.
Yes.
You've seen it from Xavier Johnson. Here's Sanford, who always seems to have a burst from behind the arc. Boy, is he in a groove. Peyton Sanford with 19 points in this one.
And he's keeping them, around this game.
9-point advantage for Indiana. Walker has to get rid of it to Mbako. Galloway calling out a screen for Ware. Under 4 to shoot. Ware, the fadeaway. Good defense by Iowa.
Great defense.
Sanford to Perkins. Can he get it going in the second half? Perkins on the drive inside. Rebound swatted to Galloway.
You don't see Tony Perkins miss layups like that a lot.
Johnson, little slip as he got into the paint. In some trouble down there. Possession arrow favors the Hoosiers. Anthony Leal and Peyton Sparks are the ambassadors for Project 44 for the Indiana basketball team. It's a tremendous goal to get people registered to save a life through a bone marrow transplant. And both teams were very anxious to wear those shooting shirts today to show their support for it as Peyton Sanford continues to shoot. Yeah, let's go as he walks back up the floor. He's brought Iowa within 6.
And that's just a tough shot. Like a shot fake, one dribble pull-up.
Galloway. Here's a chance for the 3. It won't go, and Ware the rebound. Offensive board, and Baco's 3 dies back iron, and Dembele with a rebound. Here's Perkins. Cricky's been quiet, just 1 for 7 from the floor for Cricky. Perkins, 3 of 8. They've done such a good job limiting him tonight. Cricky from the foul line. A little strong. Ware changed that shot, but the ball poked away by Dembele. Sanford, deep 3.
I can't be mad at a shot like that right now. Not with how he's shooting it right now.
And how he shot it the last couple of games.
Absolutely.
22 of the 38 points Iowa scored tonight have been for Peyton Sanford. Walker, wild shot won't go, and the rebound ends up with Sanford, his 5th. Here's Perkins, hesitates, drives inside. Ware, Iowa within 3, which he does. This is as close as they've been since 13 minutes to play in the first half, and a 9-0 run for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
And it started when Dembele came into the game. Energy defensively, he's done a lot of really good things as far as post defense and just positioning.
Perkins fronting Ware down low. Now they get it down to Ware. Perkins able to poke it free, and a turnover.
Against great ball pressure by Dembele.
Here's Perkins. Cricky now. Perkins against Walker. Hawkeyes within 3. Perkins won't go. Offensive rebound. Cricky. Here's McCaffrey. Shot fake. Needs some help. Got it from Dembele. The skip to Perkins, 10 to shoot. Nothing going right now for Iowa. Gonna have to hurry. Sanford trying to bail him out. Off balance 3. Won't go. Rebound to Ware.
And that's one where just come around, get your feet set. I know shot clock's running down. And I know Peyton does that a lot.
Galloway trying to right the ship for Indiana. The floater drops.
Much needed basket. And they finally got the ball in the paints a little bit. They got away from it.
Ends an almost 4-minute drought. Cricky from the elbow. Rebounded by Walker. Rough night for Cricky. 1 for 9 from the floor.
And that's, you need to stay with it.
Johnson rolls in a giant 3 for Indiana. Perkins wriggles to the rim with the answer to quiet the crowd.
And that was a response that Iowa needed. You knew when we said it that Johnson was going to have to hit a 3 because they sag off him a bunch. There's going to be another opportunity in this game for Johnson to hit another 3.
Double comes, Perkins took it right away from Ware. And a foul called on Xavier Johnson, his second. Peyton Sparks now in the game for Indiana. If you weren't with us early, Malik Renew twisted his ankle very early in this game and has not returned to the game. A huge part of their interior missing for the Indiana Hoosiers.
He hasn't returned to the bench.
No. Harding on a bullet to Sanford on the cut to the rim. That's a beautiful two-man game.
That's what happens when you make a bunch of 3s. All of a sudden, they play the top side, and you've got the backdoor cut wide open.
I don't know if there's any player in the league that's better at that than Keisei Tominaga for Nebraska.
There's not, but Peyton Stanford's doing a pretty good job as far as kind of building upon that.
Here's Galloway. 4 to shoot. Johnson going to have to hoist. Well short. Good defense by Iowa.
Indiana needs blood.
Perkins against Leal, got Leal down on the court, and Perkins hits the 2, and it's a 2-point game in Bloomington.
Indiana's just going to run a simple chin action here, an up screen for Leal, and then into a ball screen.
To Xavier Johnson. 9 minutes gone, second half. 2-point game in Bloomington. Leal was a spark in the first half for Indiana with 6 points. Here's Johnson. Shot clock under 5. Xavier Johnson. Pinballs out. Dembele with a rebound. Quick ahead to Perkins. Perkins bumped by Galloway. Banks it home. He'll go to the line to try to give Iowa the lead into the game. It's still their last lead as Perkins cannot connect on the free throw and extend the 8-0 Iowa run.
Indiana offense, we've not seen, they need to get the ball moving side to side.
Galloway runs right down the right side of the lane for 2. And Indiana by a pair. Here's Perkins. 11 second half points for Perkins. Going to work again, and Ware tosses it to the student section.
And Indiana needed something to stop the bleeding.
Harding, jump stop in the paint, backs it out to Sanford, who finds room high over Ware. Got his own miss and a foul. It's a break for Indiana. Sanford, one of the best free throw shooters in the country. Here's Perkins. He'll fire the deep 2, and he'll hit to tie it at 51. He's in a zone right now.
He's taken his play to a different level. Now over the last 4 games.
A 17-point first half lead is gone for Indiana. Swing around to Leal, bumped by Brock Harding. His first, team 6th.
It's been so hard to win on the road in this league.
Here's Galloway. Shot clock at 10. Leal. Probing. Jump stop. Finger roll. He's got 8. The savvy veteran with a big-time move. Dembele from the elbow, looks strong. 0 for 4 tonight for Dembele off the bench. Galloway airmailed it too tall for the 7-footer. On a bounce to Dix. What a seed from Sanford. Count the bucket. And he'll go to the line for a chance at a three-point play. Then Indiana built as big of a lead as 17. And the Hawkeyes have come all the way back and lead by 1 with 8:40 to play in Bloomington. And another turnover for Indiana, their 10th.
You can't pick it up there. You can't dribble it past half court, pick it up right after half court.
Perkins around the Freeman screen. Bodied by Leal, pinballs around, and the rebound Galloway. Wraparound pass, Johnson in the corner, and Baco back off the bench for 3. Long rebound tipped out to Xavier Johnson. Hoosiers need a bucket, Brian. 1-point game. Galloway trying to provide instead of turnover again. 11 Indiana turnovers, only 2 tonight for Iowa. And a bump by Xavier Johnson, that is his 3rd. 26-14, they've outscored Indiana in the second half, and the free throw by Brock Harding is good after the 7th team foul, 3rd personal on Xavier Johnson.
And we haven't talked a lot about the free throws, but both teams get there a lot. And now, with 8 minutes left in the second half, I was in the bone. Like, that's going to play a factor, especially the way Indiana shoots from the free throw.
I was going to say, both teams get there a lot. One makes their free throws. Indiana struggles at the line. Just got that across in time. Harassed is Johnson. He needs some help and gets rid of it to Galloway. Now with Ware on the other end. The hammer and the foul! As he stands at the foul line and hits the free throw. But as he goes up the floor, keep your eye on number 1 for Indiana on the other end, on the defensive end. He's grimacing a little bit. He does not look like he feels 100%. Harding around the Cricky screen. Waited for traffic to clear. A patient play for a young player.
You use the word patience, but it's just understanding the floor balance and where it was at. He throws it up and goes get his own offense. Like, the understanding was really good.
Here's Johnson. Leal, he'll try again. 3rd 3 of the night. Air ball keeps this crowd going. How about Anthony Leal? What a spark when they needed one.
Especially from the three-point line. This team needs that.
Here's Johnson. Back to Leal. Why not? One more. Can't find the range on that one. That'll be a foul on Mbako. And he misses for just the 3rd time this season at the line. And to shoot for Galloway. Around the Ware screen, picked up by Cricky. The skip into the corner, and Mbako. 3 rolls off. We've got a whistle and a foul underneath. And good enough to hit the free throw.
Well, and you look at Malik Renew, that Illinois game fouls out down the stretch, and Indiana isn't able to close out the game. Now, Renew's not in, Ware's back. What do they do on the offensive end? That's the question with 5:40 left. If I'm an Indiana fan looking at this game.
And we've got a foul away from the ball, trying to fight through a screen, and Mbako picks up his 3rd. 23 attempts per game as Dix rolls the front end home. 2 for 2 for Dix. Tied again at 60. Our 6th tie of the night. Galloway around the screen of Ware. And Bacco, under 10 to shoot. Going to work against Sanford. Double comes from Perkins. Ware plucks the rebound and finishes.
Tony Perkins came off of Xavier Johnson to force a tough shot.
Sanford will try the three. A little bit strong. Galloway the rebound. 2-point lead and the ball for Indiana. Started this broadcast talking about how it felt like an important game in late January. It does still for these two teams trying to get on the winning track going into February. And Bacco short on that shot, but Bacco able to get the rebound. Misses inside. Ware stays with it. That won't go in a foul.
2 possessions for Indiana.
Right.
So it's not like they've been tested either.
And that was the 2-point loss to Maryland a week ago. But Jameer Young finished with a great drive. 4-point lead for Indiana. Here's Sanford around the screen. Picked up by Ware. Fades away. Tough shot. Rebounded by Galloway. Does Iowa have enough to make another charge? They got the lead briefly, but Indiana has had a response.
You've got to force a tough shot and then you've got to clean up the glass.
7 to shoot for Cups against Sanford. Cups in some trouble. Lobs it to Ware. The shot put won't go. Quickly ahead, Freeman. One on the floor. Count the bucket. It will drop either way. Would have been a goaltend and a timeout.
It would be another road win. If you're Indiana, like you said, trying to figure some things out, you try to get healthy, you see how bad that injury is to Renew, and you go from there.
First things first, though, you want to try to win this game at home. A game you led by 17 at one point. Xavier Johnson will back it out and set up in the half court. Now 15 to shoot for Indiana.
And right now for Indiana, the ball staying Iowa. If you just stay loaded to the ball.
Galloway with 7 to shoot, turns the corner off the window. No, Ware is fouled.
Problems on the offensive boards, but it showed up here. Can't give up another one.
And Perkins able to clean it up. 0 for 2 is Ware on that trip to the line. He's got the double-double tonight, 21 points, 10 rebounds. Here's Perkins, the blow-by and the foul. Still the same, the slimmest of margins in Bloomington. 1 point Indiana lead coming up on 3 to play. Johnson backs it out now. Indiana will work. And Bacco, 8 on the shot clock. Going nowhere right now. And Bacco to work, working against Sanford with 3 to shoot. Ripped out of his hands by Perkins. Leo comes up with it, has to heave it towards the rim. Glances off the iron and out of bounds to Iowa. 8 of 27 this half from the floor for Indiana after a red-hot first half, well over 55%, and Perkins fouled.
That looks like a block shot. It really does.
3-point play complete. Perkins now with 22 points, and Iowa up a pair.
And when you slow it down, I get that, but the game's not played slowed down. That's my problem with 3 plays.
Oh, Johnson trying to throw it down, and as he came down, he landed on his left arm, and he is in significant pain. Goodness. Galloway good on the first. He'll get the second here as well. Renew went out early, has not returned. Ware toughing out, clear pain in his leg. And now Xavier Johnson with a wrist injury in a tie game, 2:05 to go. Perkins lobs to Freeman and out of bounds. It'll stay with Iowa. Perkins in to Freeman. Under 10 on the shot clock for Tony Perkins. 22 points tonight. Brilliant in the second half with 17. Picked away by Leo and out of bounds with 2.9 to shoot.
You need to get a good shot.
Each team with 2 timeouts left. McCaffrey in the corner. Sanford with the 3. Oh, he splashes it down. It's a deep 2. They're going to check it to confirm. Sanford ties his career high with 26, which he had last time out against Michigan on Saturday. And a weave to Cups. Coming up on 90 seconds to play. Galloway. Out it goes to Gabe Cups. The 3. Falls! Turnover and a foul. Made 3 of the year. And as it turns out, Galloway goes 1 for 2 to his average. 70-68, Indiana by a pair. Perkins against Leo. Here's Sanford, 3, way off. Rebound out of bounds to Indiana. 2-point game.
Iowa just defensively, just solid. Try to get your stop.
Galloway back it out. 15 to shoot. 2 timeouts each. Both teams in the double bonus. Possession arrow, Iowa. Galloway, 4 to shoot. And Baca, huge 3. Rebound, Dix. Falls over, gets it into the hands of Kel'el Ware. 4-point game. Perkins inside, working to Dix. He'll try the 3. It's short. Rebound, Leo. And now Iowa's got a foul, and they do. How about Anthony Leo? 16 points the last 2 seasons combined. Here's Perkins, has to hoist the 3. It won't go. Leo the rebound, and the fist pump to close out Mike Woodson's first win as a head coach over the Iowa Hawkeyes. 74-68. Indiana gets the win at home to knock off Iowa.